What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. And in today's video we are going with the biggest UFC criminals tier list in the UFC. There's lots of UFC fighters on the roster, and when you have a bunch of fucking deranged idiots who get in a cage and fight each other, there's probably going to be some ones who do some dumb shit outside the cage. They commit some crimes, they commit some felonies, and these are the guys we're going to be discussing. I think I got like 20 fighters on the video for today. You guys can let me know who I missed. I'm sure there's a few that I did. If I forgot some random fuck that like raped someone in 1976, like, I'm sorry, brides. That's not in my wheelhouse, buddy. That was about 50 years before I was born. But like, you know what I mean. Don't be coming at me being like, bro, you forgot fucking Julius fucking Walker. It's a current fighter, but like, don't be coming at me with some old head fucking bum who I don't care about, who's like 0-7 in the promotion. But anyway, like and subscribe and shit, because, you know, more videos like this are what will come if you subscribe. So, yeah, you can also give me more video ideas in the comments. I'm going away soon, so I'm going to have to pre-record some videos. So, drop some banger ideas and I'll pre-record them before I go away. Anyway, let's start off the video, and we're going to start off in the top tier. Yeah, it's pretty fucking self-explanatory. Lee Murray goes in the Lee Murray tier. Shocker. Dude was on some different timing. Man was a UFC fighter, professional athlete, meanwhile running like the biggest fucking gang in England. Like, nuts. I'm not in tune with everything, but like, dude robbed like $90 million from a fucking bank, and he fled to Morocco and only actually got caught there because I think he started pissing everyone off because he was just like spending like so much money, being so obnoxious. And then I think he got like, I want to say he got like a rape charge in Morocco. I'm not sure, something like that, where he actually then got put in jail in Moroccan prison. Because from memory, I actually watched a video about it. The UK then, like, they couldn't find him, right? But then as soon as he got arrested in Morocco, they're like, okay, can we take him back? We're gonna fucking try him for like way more, because whatever he was getting tried for in Morocco, I don't think it was that much. I don't think it was rape. I think it was some like minor shit that they wanted to just like, get in jail for like a year or two, right? But then it was something, I think it was drug trafficking, something drug related, right? But then UK wanted to take him back over there because they were gonna dump him in there for like life. And then Lee Murray dragged it and said he'd like become like Muslim or some shit, and he had to stay in Morocco, or some shit like that. And so that's why he's like currently serving time in Moroccan prison. I'm pretty sure he gets out in like 2035. So yeah, Lee Murray, because then they elevated the drug charges or whatever. I don't know, I'm probably spitting out of my ass here. Let me know what I got wrong in that, if I'm completely off. I'm somewhat along that line of correctness. But anyway, let's move on to the next fighter. Lee Murray is always going to go down in history as quite literally the most cooked fucking unit to ever be in the UFC. Let's move on though to the next fighter. Next up, we got Phil Baroni. Now, I know I said don't come at me with some obscure shit, but I just remember seeing something like, I'm not going to act like I fucking watched the heyday of Phil Baroni. I was probably like 6 years old at the time. Like, I don't even know when this dude fought, to be honest. But you're a casual, bro. Phil Baroni was a savage. Phil Baroni's the type of guy like Joe Rogan would bring up on commentary, be like, Phil Baroni utilized the calf kick to create, like, shut the fuck up. But Phil Baroni, pretty sure this dude killed his wife. That's tough. But no, it's not tough as in like good. It's tough as in like that's bad. Do not let this man out. There's another fighter. I couldn't go with everyone here because like I just don't even know half of them. But like, I was doing some research. I was looking up for some guys like I missed. There's like Joe's son or whatever the fuck the cunt's name is. That big Asian dude, fat Asian guy. What's the kid's name? What I don't even know what his name is. But like something whatever. Yeah, something's son. I think it's Joe's son. If I want to say that, Joe's son. Yeah. That fat dude that like raped some chick. That's, yeah, like obviously it's guys like that. There's a lot of like there's a lot of guys who are in like really like high up there that have like actually committed crimes in jail. A lot of these are just like kind of minor shit. But what the fuck am I saying? Phil Baroni, yeah, dude killed his wife. So yeah, lock this man up. Don't let him out. Next up though, who we got? Greg Hardy. Serial domestic abuser. Greg Hardy's just a known scumbag. That's why everyone just makes fun of him and laughs whenever he gets KO'd like 19 different times in every fucking combat sport that he engages in. Greg Hardy. It's just difficult to sympathize with this man, to be honest. But let's move on. And who's after Greg Hardy? We're moving down the next tier to up to no good, or down to no good. Down to the up to no good tier, I should say. And that is Jorge Masvidal. It's the goo for Miami, dude. I'm gonna baptize this individual. Masvidal, dude, lost a fucking 50-44 and then jumped Colby outside a nightclub and sucker punched him. I think he's done other shit other than that, like just assuming. What else has he done? I'm not sure, but I'm sure he has done other shit. But yeah, Masvidal, dude's up to no good, undeniably. Let's move on though. Next up, we got Terrence McKinney going in the stop resisting tier. Now this tier is just for a certain category of fighters that obviously are just resisting a lot, you know. Terrence McKinney, moving on. I don't even know if this dude's committed crime, but I'm gonna just hazard a guess. And it's like guessing if the fucking sun's gonna come up in the morning. Like, probably. Like, has Terrence McKinney committed a fucking minor felony? Probably. Like, does this dude have 3 baby mamas? Probably. Like, you're just chucking out guesses that are probably correct. You know, you can just make assumptions for no particular reason, of course. But next up, we got Nate Diaz. Now, this is not because I'm like some big Diaz fan. I find Nate Diaz especially... I like Nick, but like Nick's kind of gone off his head too. But Nate Diaz especially, I find the whole fucking Diaz fanbase cringe as fuck. Like, your whole gimmick is getting beaten up for the entire fight and then just saying you would have won if it kept going. Like, yeah, cool, bro. Alright, sick. Didn't know we signed up for a fucking unlimited time match. Like, but like there's a time limit, and you knew the time limit existed when you signed up to the fight. Like, can we stop this fucking... Diaz didn't lose, he just ran out of time, dude. Shut the fuck up. It's actually pissing me off. But Diaz, it's not that I think what he did is like okay. It's like, again, I'm not gonna be the fucking police and be like, oh, you assaulted someone. Who cares, realistically? Like, if it's another dude, if you get into a fucking street fight with someone and you like punch some dude unconscious, I'm not really gonna be one to like be like, put this guy in jail, he's problematic. Like, Diaz is a retard. Like, he's clearly just like partially fucking downs, probably rocking about a 75 IQ at most. Dude's just togi maxing. He's running that togi IQ, that roid head fucking degenerate gambler, my brother. But yeah, what's his name? What's the kid's name? Nate Diaz. Dude's a fucking idiot. Anyway, it's just like, I'm saying let it slide just because like no one really cares. It's not if I think let it slide, but it's just no one will give a fuck. Like, it could come out like Nate Diaz has literally killed someone and then we'd be like, free Diaz, bro. Like, no one's gonna give a fuck anything this guy does. Anyway, next to move on. One of the motivations for this video, Cain Velasquez, free my boy, he did nothing wrong. We all agree, this isn't even like joking, right? Like, real shit. Cain Velasquez deserves to be free. He doesn't deserve prison time. Like, yes, it is kind of retarded to go around shooting a fucking gun at a car on a highway with some fucking stormtrooper aim, bro. Like, at least hit the shot, like, at least kill the motherfucker. But I do feel bad for Velasquez and his family. Obviously, what happened, it's terrible. Should have killed the dude. Again, I think Joe Rogan said it, like, I wish he, like, just actually caught the guy lacking and just, like, killed him, like, with his hands. Like, if we had, like, he would go to jail, like, for 30 years, but, like, if he did, because even, would he, though? Like, he shouldn't, right? I think we all agree that if he did just, like, punch the dude out and just kill him with his hands, like, just beat him to death, I don't think anyone would see anything wrong with that. Like, we would all see that as justified with that situation. But in terms of for him, it would have turned out way worse. Like, he's getting 30 years. Yes, he probably gets some vengeance, I guess. Like, he'll get that peace of mind, I guess. And I wish that's what happened. Like, I wish he actually killed the guy, right? But also, would have been bad for him. So at least now he's not getting too long, but still, free my boy Cain Velasquez. Anyway, let's move on to the next fighter. Next up, Hussein Ashkabal. Real ones know about the shortest lived fucking UFC career ever. Man came in as a 23-0 full prospect, right? Gets absolutely fraud checked and just schooled by Jamal Emmers, right? And then that was in February 2023. You want to know where this dude's been? Jamie, pull up Hussein Ashkabal. What the fuck did this kid do? He literally tortured some dude in Thailand for like money or whatever the fuck. For like information. Like, This dude's part of a fucking gang or some shit. Speaking of gang, I think like I forgot to put the Azaitar brothers. Both of them are involved in some criminal activity. Both of them, I think they literally like burnt someone. Like they literally lit someone on fire. I think maybe that was Ashkabov though. Because yeah, in like Thailand or whatever, this kid got fucking arrested for he was booked for who? I want to. Where's the kid's topology? Wait, I'm gonna keep saying kid. Where's his topology? Because he was I remember he was booked for a fight. I do remember this indeed. Well, what was it? He was booked to fight. He was booked for 3 fights. What the fuck? He was booked to fight David Onama, Joe Anderson, Brito, and Daniel Pineda. Bruh. This man had 5 UFC bookings and 1 fight. He was booked against Brito and then Herbert Burns. Ends up fighting Jamal Emmers. Then he was booked for Onama, Brito, and Pineda. None of those happened, and then he ends up just getting released. Because, you want to know what this guy did? I'll actually pull up the fucking arrests, like, information. Alright? So the Daniel Pineda fight's the one they scrapped when he actually got arrested. He got arrested in Thailand for, let's see. Police report... Phuket News, the alleged victim was robbed of expensive watches, including Rolex, blah, 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 blah. They blindfolded, bound, and gagged the man. No diddy. Fucking bit kinky there. I don't know what's going on. From Chechnya, trains in Thailand, right? Where's they're talking about fights, no one cares. Okay, they've given me no information. But yeah, they like bound and gagged this dude and like tortured him and for money, I think. I think that's what happened. But anyway, I don't care to do any research, so that's about the extent to the information you're gonna get for good old Kushani Ashkabovi. But anyway, let's move on. Who's next? We got Jon Jones. Jon Jones, yeah, I can't defend, bro. No one can, but people still try to. Everyone's just like, bro, he's got demons. He's just battling his demons. We gotta just, we really gotta just understand Jon as the person he is and just accept, no. We don't just accept Jon as a fucking wife-beating, PED cheat cunt disgrace of a human. It's just his demons, bro. I think I'm a bad guy trying to be good. Yeah, you're a cunt is what you are. You're a dickhead. So Jon Jones, I don't know how many fucking things you need. You don't even need me to... Anarchy MMA's done a video of all his arrests and PD failures and all that. I was going to do it. He beat me to it. His style of video sort of works for that a bit better. But Jon Jones, dude's been arrested for about 19 different things. Hit and runs, all the above, domestic abuse, the whole lot, the whole shebang. So yeah, do not free my boy Jon Jones. Lock this man up. I'm so... again, you can't tell me it's just societal privilege of how is Jon Jones not getting fucking jailed for this shit? Anyone else is getting at least a little bit of jail time for either domestic abuse or a hit and run or any of this shit, right? He's committed actual felony. And it's just chill, it's just his demons, guys. We gotta just... Jon's just Jon, you gotta let it slide. Anyway, next up, BJ Penn. Dude's completely just off his rocks. BJ's done a bunch of weird shit. I don't even know half of it. He's just one of those guys that you kind of see in the news every now and again, BJ Penn DUI, or BJ Penn assaults random dude, or BJ Penn gets slept by some bum in a street fight. I feel bad because BJ in his prime was real good, and he's definitely it's clearly the CTE, but also he's just being a fucking idiot. I don't know. Anyway, next up we got Jalen Turner again. Stop resisting. This is basically the Drew Dober sponsorship tier. The Drew Dober Joe Pyfer sponsored by Body Cam. Turn yours off today. The body cams are going off for this tier here. But yeah, Jalen Turner again. Dude commit the crime of being an excessive range merchant and a weight bully at 155. And got absolutely humiliated and finished badly in his last 2 fights. Anyway, next up, who we got? Nick Diaz. Same shit again. Diaz brothers. He actually gets fucking in trouble for shit that he does though, which is weird enough. He got suspended for 5 years for weed or coke. I forget which one. But let a man sniff, let a man smoke or let a man sniff, what's the issue? But no, Nick Diaz again, he's doing about there's always just these weird videos of him doing shit. He's been arrested for some stuff or been charged with some shit. I don't even know. But yeah, Diaz is just, again, this is not me being oh, who cares, bro? It's the Diaz brothers. They can do what they want. This is just everyone's reaction. If you see like anyone, like a DUI for some other dude or like some guy with an actual good reputation, everyone's like, oh, what the fuck? But like Diaz, alright, in breaking news, Nick Diaz is selling meth to 7-year-olds. Like, bro, Diaz doesn't lose, he just runs out of time. Like, Diaz doesn't lose, he just runs out of meth. Like, I don't, what are these guys talking about? Anyway, next up, let's move on. Who we got? We got back up to the top tier, I believe. Next up, we got Conor McGregor. Look, Conor's Conor. And I think that's kind of become the thing of it, but like, this man's resume is crazy. Like, this dude's running, like, everyone's talking about the legacy, the resume of Conor, you know, oh, he beat Prime Aldo, he beat Dustin Poirier, he beat Max Holloway, you know, he beat Diaz, he beat Cowboy, right? He beat Eddie Alvarez. He beat Chad Mendes. I'm talking about the legacy of fucking, Mr. McGregor the Felon. Because he's running some crazy numbers, you know. He's got civil rape cases, he's got more accusations where that came from, the whole wazoo, you know, he's punching old people in clubs, doing absolute just straight lines of coke, assaulting random fucking people. Conor's just racking up everything, to be honest. And the thing is, like, he's still, though, haven't come about any... See, I still respect Conor more than Jones, because nothing's come out about Conor beating his wife, and nothing's come out about Conor popping for roids. He openly took him for recovery when he was suspended, but, like, he's never popped during, like, a fight, like, after or before a fight. He's just on them. He was just on them for recovery. But, yeah, he's a clean athlete during his actual period of being a relevant fighter, and he hasn't beat his wife. So, as far as I'm concerned, you can probably get some questionable, dodgy rape allegations that maybe aren't true or maybe are exaggerated. If you look into that situation, I'm not going to talk too much about it. But if he did rape someone, he's a scumbag, obviously. No excuses. But yeah, like, Conor, it's just Conor at this point. Like, that's the thing. You know it's bad when they've done it so many times that, like, no one even reacts to, like, breaking news. Conor McGregor has been accused of sexual assault. You're like, yep, that's fucking about the 19th time that's happened. So yeah, Conor is doing his thing. Anyway, let's move on to the next fighter. Next up, we got Israel Adesanya. Yeah, Izzy's up to no good, bro. He's touching dogs' willies, he's DUIing. Has he committed any crimes apart from that? No, he's committed the crimes of being a cringe little fucking weirdo and attracting the dumbest, most obnoxious, retard, fucking cope, soy, dumb fans ever. Gay fucking little TikTok edit Adesanya fans, and you know the man on Twitter whose name starts with K and ends in Eni Okoye. It's absolutely fucking nuisance. Like, Adesanya is more hateable because his fans are so fucking annoying. Like, Kenny's gone on there today being like, Pereira's coping after the Uncle loss, Adesanya would never. He's literally made excuses after fights. Like, my arms felt like noodles. I had the wrong breakfast. I'm not kidding. He literally said he didn't have his normal breakfast. And that's why he didn't feel like he was in the right thing going into the fight with Strickland. Kenny's making excuses himself about that fight, saying that Adesanya had an off night, he was injured, it was a fluke, right? But then God forbid Pereira says he had a broken hand if it was actually fucking true. But Umar, by the way, can blatantly cope and say that he broke his hand in the fight, which is less of an excuse than going into the fight with a broken hand. And then also, again, he's saying, oh, Pereira said he won the fight. Pereira said he had a broken hand. Umar said he won the fight. Umar said he had a broken hand, and Kenny will agree with him. So it is what it is. Those are the Adesanya fans. That's why Adesanya is just even more annoying than he would be just on his own. And yeah, he's just cringe. He's just fucking annoying. Glad to see him get slept by Mavov. Hopefully he gets like actually laid out. Like, I want to see this dude twitching on the canvas just for the fun of it, just for the vibes, you know. Anyway, let's move on to the next fighter. Bobby Green. Bro is just inherently fucking annoying and just trying to act like he's just the most hood person to ever exist. And I was like, calm down, buddy. Like, you didn't have it that bad growing up. Like, I'm sure you had it bad. You know, I know you got your fucking your white foster dad and shit, but like, you can't have had it that bad. Like, you can't be needing to act this fucking hood wearing some fucking bulletproof vest as like your drip at a press conference. Like, fuck out of here. Bobby Green, yeah, again, just stop resisting. Dober put an end to that resisting, you know. And ever since then, it's been downhill stuff for Bobby Green. Yet he still somehow has a KO win over Grant Dawson. Anyway, let's move on to the next fight. Next up, Jeff Neal. Jeff Neal had like a DUI or something ages ago. Who cares, really? Again, let it slide. If you're a little bit over... Now, I know Izzy had the exact same thing, but Izzy's Izzy, so it's different. But Jeff Neal, I don't know. Let it slide. Who cares? He had a random fucking DUI. Anyway, let's move on to the next fighter. Next up, we got Cedric Dumas, bro. I can't defend this man. This is like the free my boy, he did nothing wrong. The boy in question. It's just Cedric Dumas. This man's resume is crazy. Jamie, pull up Cedric Dumas. I'll pull up the picture right now, bro. Take a look at this shit. Look at Cedric Dumas arrests. Man is running some fucking Jon Jones title defense level shit. Like, wait, I'm gonna pull it back up again. Hang on. Cedric Dumas arrest history. And you get like an entire fucking collage of like, how many times is this? He's literally got as many arrests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He's averaging 40. No. Cedric Dumas. Bro's got 12 arrests. He's got more arrests than Demetrius Johnson title defenses. Crazy work. Cannot be justifying this. Like, bro, the system's just against me, bro. The police just don't like me. Like, yeah, buddy, alright. This is like the guy who like questions why he keeps getting arrested. It's like, I'm not even doing anything wrong, bro, I swear. They just don't like a guy like me. Yeah, it's because you're a fucking retard. I didn't even care to look into what half of the arrests for. I think there's some domestic violence shit in there. There's probably some robberies, I don't know. But yeah, Cedric Dumas, the boy in question, shall not be freed. Anyway, let's move on to the next fighter. Next up, who we got? Tony Ferguson. T-Ferg's just kind of up to no good. I think, like... The MMA community sort of treats him the same as the Diaz brothers, where it's like he can kind of do whatever he wants. So I could put him in the let it slide tier, but like we're getting fucking 911 call edits of Tony Ferguson's wife petrified, saying that the police need to come down there because Tony's gone fucking crazy and throwing holy water at her. Like, dude's absolutely fried. Anyway, let's move on to the next fighter. I do feel bad for T-Ferg. Let's move on though. Next up, we got Jamal Hill. Stop resisting, buddy. Yuri Prohaska. Let's go for that. He put an end to the resisting of Jamal Hill, you dig? Lovely to see, obviously. But yeah, Jamal do some domestic shit with his brother or something. I don't even know. Some weak shit that he got arrested for, but who cares? It's Jamal. His name's Jamal. You're telling me he hasn't done anything more than that, buddy? Like, I'm a doubt that, to be honest. Anyway, let's move on. Back up to the top tier. I actually forgot to even this out before, but I found another one to put here. War Machine. Fuck knows what this dude's actual name is. But yeah, I actually want to know what his name is. War Machine UFC. What's the kid's name? Does he have a name? Bro, where's his name? It just has that as his fucking... That's his Wikipedia. His name's just War Machine. Cold. Yeah, but like, read this man's Wikipedia entry, bro. War Machine is an American former mixed martial artist and convicted felon. It took about 9 words for us to get to convicted felon in his introduction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The 12th word was convicted felon. I know that's 2 words, but shut up. But yeah, what did this man do, you might ask? Some bad shit, dude. How long's he in jail for? He's in life imprisonment with the possibility of parole after 36 years. Yeah, do not let this man out, brother. I don't even know what he did. I'm going to find out right now. War Machine UFC crime charges. What was it? Let's see. Let me see. It was some bullshit. Yeah, okay. So sexually assaulting and beating his ex-girlfriend, who was a porn star, Christy Mack. Might have to find her videos later. Sorry. And then boyfriend Corey Thomas, that was too far, was sentenced to life in prison. So he sexually assaulted his ex or something. But he had to sexually assault a porn star. I didn't know. I thought they just gave it out for free. But, sorry. But, what's, anything else? I thought he did some other shit. Like, there's no way he's in, like, I know that's bad, but, like, he would be in there for more than 36, he'd be in there for less than 36 years for just sexual assault, surely. What did he do? I don't know, bro. He did some other shit, probably. Who cares? Anyway, yeah, War Machine, this motherfucker. Your name is not War Machine, brother. Okay, born Jonathan Paul Copenhaver. Yeah, I can see why you changed your name. Nah. Jonathan Copenhaver. Get rid of the Paul. That's got a bit of aura to it, you know. But yeah, I don't know. This dude looks like a fucking retard, so lock him up forever. Next up, though, last up, Sean Strickland. Yeah, Strickland in his early days, you know. I wish we actually, like, had, like, are there actual charges of, like, has he ever actually been, like, criminally charged, or is it just stories from Joe Rogan? Like, Sean Strickland crimes. Let's see. What's he actually been charged with? Because he does a bunch of dumb shit on video, which would probably count as a crime that he'd probably get fined for, but no one really cares. But I don't know. He probably had some crimes going on in his early days. He's up to no good. Whether they're crimes or not, it's undeniable to say Sean Strickland is up to no good. Anyway, that will do it, guys. The ultimate definitive UFC criminals tier list. There's a lot more that I could talk about, but I don't want to just talk about a bunch of fighters I don't know, to be honest. Like, UFC criminals. I'll give some examples for you guys just at the end. Again, this Tapology has a fucking ranking for everything. This site is nuts. Tapology's got a ranking for literally everything. But, what's the kid's name here? Joe Son is the number one guy, that fat Asian who raped someone. Limo is number 2. Hermes Franka did some shit. Jeremy Jackson, this Russian name that I can't pronounce. People forget, man, Fedor's brother fucking raped someone. Sorry. But, what else? Felony. Bro's nickname is Felony. You know he's up to no good. I love how all these guys' records are like absolute bum level. Like, Joe Son 0-4, Hermes Franka 26-20, you know, Jeremy Jackson 9-5, Vyacheslav Datsik 14-16, you know, Felony Charles Barnett 31-42. Yeah, all these guys in the top tier, like, because it's clear these guys were not, fighting was not their number one thing. They were just fighting, doing some dumb shit off the side. But anyway, goodbye, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know who I missed. I'm sure there are a few. But yeah, goodbye. See you later. I'll drop Mexico predictions tomorrow. I just kept getting new video ideas that I wanted to do. So yeah, a bit of a delay on the El Mexico predicciones. Goodbye, though.